105.7.
Clear Channel Communications plans to file suit against Howard Stern and Infinity Broadcasting, claiming Howard breached his contract by airing indecent programs.
Finally, Fez.
Now they're going to stand up to somebody.
Yeah, right. Yeah, if you wanted to be in the lawsuit, how come it wasn't in the against the FCC like we are?
So I would imagine Howard's going to probably win this thing, or it's going to be one of those Rosie O'Donnell magazine things where the judge says, all right, you two just leave each other alone.
Well, you have no idea because you haven't seen what the contract is. I don't know what it is. I know if it was our agent, he would just tell us to pay. Just pay and keep on moving. But, you know, it's an interesting thing because this time the government isn't involved, and you have to go out and prove what indecent is, and it's going to be between two corporations going, well, the material was indecent, and then you'll get in front of a jury maybe instead of a federal judge or something to look at this, and it's going to be a whole different case. I think it's kind of interesting, and I think it could be backfiring against Clear Channel because what if Infinity comes in and go, okay, after you let Howard go, here's what was said on this broadcast in this town, here's what was said on this broadcast, how come you're not paying him, and yet these people are still on the payroll. So it could, I just haven't seen Clear Channel make a good move on any of these deals so far yet.
Yeah, if they end up setting a standard, they're setting a standard for themselves as well. And the thing that Howard was like...
Well, I mean, one of the argument is going to be is they broke the standard that they set up. They broke their zero tolerance.
And wasn't Howard let go because of, like, a racial slur? It wasn't not an indecent material?
Well...
Offensive, not indecent?
Yeah, I mean, that's where you're going to get on this. What exactly is indecent? And still at this time, we don't know what indecent is, other than I would say J-Dubs' act during the hideout. There, for me, that's what we're going with. J-Dubs, you're getting your stupid tattoo tonight?
Yeah, I'm getting my tattoo tonight from Kenny from Honky Tonk Tattoos. He's coming in and giving me a tattoo of the Lions logo, and underneath that, Super Bowl Champions 2005.
Oh, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I mean, imagine how on the edge of my seat I'm going to be every game of the Lions this year, though.
Yeah, until the fourth game when you're mathematically out of it. Like every other year.
Until the first quarter when you're out of that game that week when whoever it is running it up.
I'll be wearing my rally cap every day.
A police detective testified in the Scott Peterson trial that stains in Scott's truck were not blood and the hair found in Scott's pliers was not Lacey's. Is this just over for this prosecution?
No, they're just going to have to find another body of a woman that he killed sometime before or after he killed his own wife.
So now, basically, all they're doing is focusing, I think, on the affairs, because they found out there was another affair that he had.
You flipped on this, though. You think Scott Peterson's going to walk?
I still think they're going to get him somehow. I think he's definitely guilty, and I think they're going to get him, but they've got to come up with something quick.
Yeah, well, they've got to prove it. That's the thing. Proving that the guy had affairs is not the same as proving as the guy killed his wife. And the deal here is everybody in America already believes that the guy is guilty because of the media. Everybody already cares for whatever reason. Who knows? Because it's a nice little soap opera. So if he does get to walk, now we've got another OJ on our hands, and it's going to make people upset.
Well, it's the fairy tale ending to the storybook life of Scott Peterson. At age 55, Prince Charles, he took his first ever cab ride in London town.
Things going a little bad there for the royal family? Why is he in a cab?
It was like the anniversary of the cabbies in London or something like that. So he celebrated with them.
Yeah, well, that's big of him. That's really nice. And the first thing he did is got out and said, what is that? These cab drivers so bad now that they actually use the cab as a bathroom because these guys are working 12-hour days. And I'm like, I know you got enough time that you can pull over and use a restroom.
And then it's just layers on top of that, because I've been in a cab where a cab driver actually took out the Glade and sprayed his crotch.
Yeah.
While we were getting in the cab.
Well, give me that number. I would like to use that service because I've never had anybody that was comfortable enough with himself to spray his crotch. Maybe that was just to turn you on.
Strawberries won't do it, buddy. But it's the layers. It's the cologne. It's the filth. It's everything just piled on top of each other.
I can put up with the dirt. I can put up with the cologne.
Krispy Kreme now has turned its world-famous glazed donut into a new glazed donut frozen drink for the summer.
Fez, come back. We have a whole show to do.
I'll be at Krispy Kreme.
Fez!
Finally.
You know what I like? The way you tapped your feet is like you were really running. It just set up that theater of the mind that they love in radio.
That Fred Flintstone run. Oh, finally, a donut you can drink.
Yeah, I think that's been the problem with donuts in the past, is that they really don't quench the thirst. So now you have the opportunity. I would like to taste one of these. Does it taste like a Krispy Kreme classic?
Yeah, I haven't tried one, but, I'm going to head out as soon as I can. I just heard about this.
Yeah.
So I would imagine, it's supposed to be just like that glazed flavor that you get with the donut.
All right, then you're going to get this and everything. You're going to have a peanut butter and jelly shake, and it's going to go on and on. Because people are too lazy to chew, or the number of people who seem to be choking at the dinner table anymore is just going through the roof from me.
Just when I thought I couldn't get any lazier, along comes Krispy Kreme to the rescue.
What you need is Krispy Kreme and an IV, so you can just sit there watching football games and just pumping it straight into your veins.
I'll wash down a dozen with the liquid donut. Congratulations to Don Gorski of Wisconsin, who ate his 20,000th Big Mac on Monday.
Now, why doesn't he have a documentary out? Some other guy makes money off a documentary, and here this guy's been eating 20,000 of them. Now, was this in a row?
He's eaten at least one a day since 1972.
What a moron.
Sometimes more. He did show up in Super Size Me.
So this guy has got to be insane, right?
Yeah, he looks it, and he just gorges on these Big Macs, and he's 170 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to be overweight to have, a bad heart from eating too much of this kind of stuff. But a lot of guys can get away with anything.
I just don't know whether I'm more impressed with this or nauseated by this.
Well, you're the type of guy, you like somebody who sticks with the same day over and over. I thought maybe you would like this story.
Yeah, it's anyone who reaches a goal, 20,000 Big Macs.
That was his goal?
Yeah, well, I'm sure he's going to keep going. He broke the record, I think, like at 19,000 or 17,000, something like that.
There was another idiot who did this?
Yeah, and Don Gorski was on his way to greatness.
All right, if you can shoot pool, we're setting up a tournament. Give us a call here off the air, Fez. We'll take a buzz here. Or you can reach us at ronandfez@AOL.com. Just write to ronandfez@AOL.com and put down pool tournament. Or give us a call, 866-277-4969, 866-277-4969. We're going to take a break. Be back in a few moments. It's the Ron and Fez Show.